Davidson Figueiredo versus Alex Perez. You know, I've seen a lot of people say things like, oh, Alex Perez can win this. He just has to kick. He's just got to get those kicks in. He just has to get those kicks in. They don't really say much else. Oh, he's got a bit of power. Well, yeah, but so does Figueiredo. And there are a few reasons why I'm going to tell you Alex Perez won't win. Will he get those kicks in? And I want to bring in another example. When I bring in these examples, I'm not bringing in examples of MMA math. I'm literally just comparing situations from different fights. Let's take the Volkanovski versus Max Holloway fight, the first one, right? Max Holloway, if you go back and watch that fight, he had this super wide stance. And Volkanovski was able to take advantage of that. He was able to get his kicks in easier. Max Holloway didn't really clue into what was happening until it started to hurt later on. But even then, he didn't change his stance because he was used to keeping that wide stance. In the second fight between those two, what did we see happen? Those kicks weren't doing as much damage. They weren't landing as often. Why? He took away the leg opportunity. This is important because I, along with probably most of you, think Max won that fight. Obviously, the judges saw it differently, but most of us could agree Max probably won that second fight. Now, that's a whole other story, but the point being is, if Alex thinks that he could rely on just the leg kicks, I think he's got another thing coming. Because Figueiredo, although he does carry a wide stance sometimes, it's not the entirety of the fight. Also, he likes to kind of change it up and mix it up. And most of the time, his stance is actually quite narrow. It's not quite wide. At least I found. Do you guys not think that Figueiredo knows Alex Perez just has the kicker's chance? I'm not saying if he doesn't land those kicks, he can't win. But what I am saying is that Figueiredo probably expects those kicks. And expecting those kicks, he's either going to A, check them, or B, avoid them. And Figueiredo does a good job of keeping the distance. The one thing he does really well that a lot of people don't talk about, and I want you guys to go look this up. So I want you guys to find a highlight of Davidson Figueiredo fighting maybe just before he does a knockout. Like 90% of the time, he's moving backwards when he lands the first punch. Usually what happens, if you look closely, the opposing fighter is essentially like throwing punches, kind of coming on the offense. And Davidson starts moving backwards. But he usually takes his right hand, and as the opponent throws one or two punches, Davidson throws that right hand moving backwards while the opposing fighter is moving forwards and cracks them. Fighter gets stunned, Davidson takes over. He looks for this move. Watch it. And I promise you that that is how he's going to counter Alex Perez. And if he does, you better bet your butt I'm going to make this a highlight and post it later on after the fight. But my prediction is that exact scenario plays out in this fight. Alex Perez won't get those kicks in. If he does, it's going to be few and far between. Davidson will pressure him. And Alex, he himself is a pressurer, right? He likes to pull the pressure too. As soon as he does that, Davidson's gonna find that right, and he's gonna hit him on the jaw. It's gonna hurt. Perez will go down, and Figueiredo takes over. My prediction for this fight is Davidson Figueiredo wins second or third round knockout. But either guy here could win by knockout or submission. I don't want to take anything away from Alex Perez, but what I want to make sure you guys understand is the power as well as the fight IQ of Figueiredo. That step backwards that I just told you guys about, it's so like you don't even notice it when you're watching the fight. Like I pinpointed it because I saw it happen a few times. And I realized I'm like, oh, he's moving backwards when he's throwing these punches and he's cracking them. So he sort of lures the fighter in. So watch for that step back move by Davidson. I do think he wins it by knockout, second round, let's just say. just to be square on that. So yeah, that is the end of the 255 fight prediction breakdown. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please do me a favor, if you did dig the content, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I do want to do giveaways and contests down the road. I really just want to start building this community with you guys. If you have any suggestions, any comments, any questions, please leave them down below. Next week, I'll try to do a full video with me on screen. If not, you know, they'll be done like this. It just depends on how much time I have for editing, guys. I hope that you did enjoy this first episode. And yeah, thank you to FightGame Pro as well as UFC Gambling Addicts. I really can't thank those two guys enough just for inspiring me to create this channel and to figure it out. So thank you again for watching. We will catch you next time. I am the MMA Hoodie. Peace out.